we are going to get to what we discussed in the headlines, what we talked about. When I think last time we talked about Coy was on and we did the Batman choices. So we're going to do our top 5 choices on who we think should play the Wonder Woman, the DCU Wonder Woman. And we're going to do it differently. Last time I asked, you weren't here for this, Chris, but it was pretty funny. I asked Coy, I said, Coy, how do you think we should do this? Should we do it where we list 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 each of us? He's like, no, I think we should go 5, 5, 5. And I go, great. So here's my 5 through 1. I didn't even listen. I misunderstood what he was saying. Totally misunderstood. So we are going to do 5 through 1, but we're each going to list our 5s. It might line up, but we'll discuss them, see if we can see it, not see it on the other person. I feel like we're going to all have very similar choices, just like last time. There might be some people in here that we, maybe there's somebody that we don't have on there. But Kris, let's start with you. Who's your number 5?
So my number 5 pick, I'm going to go with Colby Smulders.
Oh,
born in 82. I think she looks the part. We've seen her be a really badass agent before. I think she's tall. We could get her all bulked up. She's an excellent, excellent actress. She just has that typical Wonder Woman look. If we're going for a classic comic book accurate, I personally would want her to get to a place where she's a Darwin Cook Wonder Woman. I want her to be, ready to take somebody out, but I think she'd be an interesting contender. It just depends on how they want to place Diana. I know that James Gunn has been doing a lot of younger cast members, but I feel like Diana is a character who you can have somebody be slightly older, and by slightly older, I mean, 40s, and have some elegance and prestige to them. And I feel like Colby Smulders has that.
So I like Colby Smulders a lot. I think she's a really good actress. I like seeing her in stuff. I think, as you mentioned throughout when you were mentioning it, I think the problem for me is that again, 43, she can definitely handle all of it, but the question is, how long are they going to ask her to play Wonder Woman, right? As you said. So it's like, I think they're going younger for this role. Could she pull it off? Of course she could. She's great, but it's an interesting choice, and it's not one that I've heard actually before. But I don't necessarily see it in my head. But again, she's a great actress, and I could see it. Like you could be convinced on it. But Winston, what do you think about Colby?
No, I think that's a really solid choice. Where I was struggling personally, because I've been screaming from the mountaintops that I need Wonder Woman to be taller, and I've kind of disappointed myself in my casting choices here, but I'm not a casting director. That's on them to go find the tall actresses. But as far as like talent and all that, I think that Colby could knock it out of the park. But I think, just being on the slightly older side, because we're looking at potentially a decade plus. That's it. That's all. That would be literally the only thing. I wish you could have caught her
like
before she became Maria Hill. Instead of Maria Hill, she had been Wonder Woman.
I think that's another issue too, right? Is because like they're already doing it. Well, are they? I mean, they've taken. Well, yeah, he's taken some MCU people already. Gunn, the people that he's worked with, obviously Garden and stuff, and he'll probably do the same. Batista will show up one way or another in one of these things. So that, but trying to separate the MCU, I think is something I would want to do if I was Zaslav. But we'll see. But Winston, who do you got coming in at number 5?
So again, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't find more taller actresses, but again, I'm not a casting director. That's up to them to introduce me to them. But as far as just pure badassery, both with the look and the ability to play serious action roles, I actually have Ana de Armas. I think she gives me that classic look of Diana when you look at a lot of photos of her and whatnot. Again, we've seen her in Ballerina, Knock Knock, Blade Runner 2049. She's done plenty of kind of action stuff that we know she can play a badass. And we've seen her be kind of cut and whatnot for various roles. So I think that she could really blow it out of the park. Like if we're just talking look and acting ability, perfect. I just wish she was a slight bit taller, standing at 5'6".
I'm gonna paint a scenario for you. I want you to picture a bald eagle, which is standing on top of a silverback gorilla, and that's riding on top of a T-Rex. What do you think you call that? You know what you call it? Confidence. Pure confidence. And that's the kind of confidence that you need
in the bedroom for that next level wolf riding besides a velociraptor in a Lamborghini through outer space type of experience. You like that? So do I. That is where RUGIET Go Long comes in. It's not just another ED pill. It's a confidence game changer. Go Long combines 2 doctor-trusted medications in one dual-action formula to help you get hard and go the distance. Hell yeah. Plus, the effects last for up to 36 hours. That means that you can feel confident all day and night and then some on the next day, too. Getting started, it's simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor, 100% online at RUGIET.com. If prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly to your door. Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? You head on over to RUGIET.com. Use my promo code Kristian, 15% off your first order. That is RUGIET.com. Use that code Kristian. Make sure to use my code so they know that I sent you.
Well, Ana Darmus was actually my pick also at number 5. And it's one of the reasons that I have her so low is because she's a bigger name.
Sure.
And now she's in stuff. The 5'6" thing doesn't bother me because put on 2-inch heels. Make people look taller. It's the same reason just other. I don't go by
Get an
that.
apple box.
Yeah, it's like here's a difference: 5'6" to 5'8", pretty easy to do. 5'1", 5'2" to 5'8", harder to do. Right.
But from the standpoint of, because we were talking about this on the day that you were out, from the standpoint of Wonder Woman, really supposed to be like, you're not. I don't think you're going to find an actress really that's going to be taller than David Corenswet at this point, since you put him at 6'4" or 6'3", whatever he's at. Right. But like I could buy putting Wonder Woman on an apple box next to a 6'4" Clark. But what kind of apple box are you giving her at 5'6" to be taller than Superman at 6'4"? You know what I'm saying?
Right. No,
you give her 3 apple boxes.
Yeah. Look, what she's done in like Ballerina, you can definitely see her kind of pulling that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll tell you on that 5. I think that's it's an interesting choice. I think she's a big enough star, but the question again is, do you want to look at this person and say, "Oh, that's Ana Darmus playing Wonder Woman," or do you want to say, "That's Wonder Woman"? That's why I'll stay with me and go into my 4. And it's also why I kind of go against my 4 pick in the same way that I'm arguing the star quality, and I would put Lily James in there at number 4. I think she's interesting. She's a really good actress. I think that she could be someone that it's a different type of Wonder Woman, different feel, different look, very different from a lot of the other actresses that I have on this list. And I think that, but again, I think she's super recognizable that you'd have to go, oh, Lily James is playing Wonder Woman as opposed to that's Wonder Woman, but I don't know. I think she could do it. But what do you think about the Lily James pick, Kris?
I like it because there's such an ethereal quality to her. So there is something very fun about that. But yeah, the recognition of it is, do you then have that moment of, is that Cinderella who's Wonder Woman? Right. She also has a very soft voice, which maybe will work well for Diana. And again, having her have that regality to her. But I haven't seen, aside from Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, a lot of Lily James having the opportunity to be fierce. I'm sure she can be, but those would be the things that take me out. Also, side quest, I didn't put Ana de Armas on my list because I wanted to keep everyone over 5'7" after last week. But I do agree with you guys that she's such a good pick because she's she should be an action star. The Ballerina should have made so much more money. But I like Lily James, so I think that's an interesting one.
Winston, what do you think about Lily James as Wonder Woman?
I mean, honestly, if I hadn't just seen Relay, I would be potentially about it. But I like there's I don't want to ruin the movie for anybody, but there's something that happens with her character, and I actually had the complete opposite reaction of like, yeah, she just needs an opportunity to be a badass. She got an opportunity to be a badass, and I was like, I don't believe this.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm not saying that she plays like exclusively like any sort of like damsel in distress or anything like that, or that she's soft, but like there wasn't a moment where I looked at her in that movie when the thing happened with her character that I went, oh shit! Like,
right,
it didn't click for me that way.
Okay, that works. So, Kris, who's your who do you got clocking in for you?
So for 4, I'm sticking with. I have so many Marvel people on mine, you guys. But coming in at 5'7", Jamie Alexander. She was great as Lady
Yeah.
Sif.
Right.
I really enjoyed her on that NBC show of hers with the tattoos. I thought she was really great on that. I think she's again really great with action choreography, with fight choreography. It does have that same issue though of, am I going to be thinking about Marvel the whole time? Am I going to be comparing and contrasting these characters because they also are very similar kind of warrior princess types, if you will. But I think she fits the bill. And again, 5'7". So we can just put on those bigger shoes to get her around the 6 foot mark.
She's 5'9".
She's 5'9"? Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
Okay.
and well, you know, she was also rumored to play Wonder Woman in the DCEU a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah. So same thing. I mean, how old is Jamie?
Let me double check that.
She's 41.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing that I said. It's just a matter of how long if it's a one-off, if it's like just 2 or 3 movies, 100%. If it's the long DCU, it's just depending on whether or not and what version of Wonder Woman we're going to see. So let me take all of that, what I said, away about the 10 years, 15 years. If it's a Wonder Woman that's been around for a bit, it's a Wonder Woman that's going to be like, you know, already fighting with Clark and all these things and has already been around. And because if they're going with like an older Bruce and everything too, then 100%. It's just a matter of what are we going for?
Right.
Do I think that Jamie Alexander would fit? Yeah, of course. There's a reason why she was in the running in the first place. But yeah, Winston. All right. So then what about for you? You're number 4.
So my number 4 was a pick that you know, I've been going back and forth, and I want to say we talked about her last week, and I've come back around now. But Monica Barbario.
Okay. From the Dylan movie. Yeah.
I just the more and Top Gun Maverick, you know, she was Phoenix in Maverick.
Yeah.
I my issue before was like the whole height thing, but if I remember correctly, she's around 5'7". It's the same thing. I was struggling to find taller actresses that I would really like to be in there, but I think that she could crush it. You know, she's got the badassery to her. You know, both what we already saw in Top Gun Maverick. She's been in like the Chicago shows, which she played like an ASA, state attorney. But like still gave very serious in your face kind of attitude with all of that. So I think that she's got the acting chops. And again, unless somebody, you know, goes out and goes, all right, cool, here's a list of actresses 5'10" and above, I just kind of went with the best that I could here. So I'm just going purely off of skill. And she's also not too old not to like harp on that one way or the other, but like she's only 35, I think. So that means again you're going for a decade or so.
And she's on that level that we're talking about of like she's been in some big movies, as you just said, Top Gun Maverick. She had an acting defining moment in the Bob Dylan movie. But this would be that jump over to superstardom and saying, oh, there'd be a lot of casual fans going, who's that? Oh, she was in this. Oh, she was in that, as opposed to, oh, that's that person. So yeah, this would be the type of casting that I'd say, oh, that makes sense, that they're trying to, in the same way like David Corenswet was, right? Mm-hmm. So I think she's definitely being in the talks. I think I understand why you have her in the 4 spot. I wouldn't be surprised if she's on Kris if on her list higher, and if she is, that would make sense. But I would say that's a good pick overall. So we jumped to 3, and I'm kind of going back into that same thing. Like I think the 2 and 1 are going to be predictable for me, but like 3 is another one that I thought could be. People recognize her, they know her name, but I don't think she's had that role of like this is it. This is the role that we thought she was going to get, and that's Alexandra Daddario. I thought that.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I think she's on my list a little bit later.
I think that she is one that could easily pull this off in the same way that she's got that it would be like the kind of Linda Carter Wonder Woman all over again, and that kind of vibe, and she would be able to do it. She's got the look, she's solid actress, and I think that people and she's got to be, and Wonder Woman's got to be really likable, and I think that's exactly what Alexandra Daddario is. And whether it's White Lotus, or the Percy Jackson movies, or tons of other things. She's in Baywatch. She was good. Baywatch, the movie was the farts, but she was good in it. So that's my pick. I don't know, Winston, what do you think about that pick for Alexandra Daddario?
So I didn't really know what to expect when I heard of strawberry.me, but what it essentially is, it's a career coaching service. It'll help you move up the ladder to help you negotiate a better pay or land a job that you love in industry and that you're passionate about. So for me, you take like a quiz and then they match you up with a career coach. And I had Garrett and we talked for quite a bit. And so I wanted to give it a test. I wanted to say, well, I'm not going to really talk about this with the audience if I don't dig it. And I dug it. I dug it a lot. I found out a lot about myself. It's good when people are listening to you about what the goals are that you want to do, what you want to accomplish, suggestions, bouncing back and forth off somebody. Strawberry.me, it gives you the tools that you need so that you're the one in control of your career, and hearing it out loud and saying, well, maybe take time for yourself, maybe do this, maybe do that. It really helps. Because for me, there's one thing to just have a job that you're like, oh, I gotta make money so I can get my groceries or I can pay my bills. But do you want a career that you can actually say, look, this is who I am, this is what I do? That's what I've always tried to do, and I'll tell you, this conversation made me realize it even more. Good coach can really get you on that path, and that is what strawberry.me did. I had an open conversation with Garrett for a bit. I was more open than I thought I would be. I felt comfortable, and it helped me. I'm already thinking of new ideas and things that I need to do in order to accomplish my goals. So I suggest you do the same. Head to strawberry.me/Kristian to claim a special offer and get started. That is strawberry.me/Kristian. Stop settling. Don't settle. Start building the career that you actually want.
Yeah, I actually had her a little later on my list.
Okay.
So no, I definitely agree. My only hang up in this one in particular, because she's 5'8", so you're getting a little bit closer. But my only hang up is that she's 39. So same thing.
Yeah, same thing, right?
It's like, again, this is not a matter of older actresses don't kick ass. This is just a matter of you were signing up for.
Yeah. It depends on the age range and what they want. Like I said, that's why I was trying to make it clear. It just depends on what they're looking for in Wonder Woman. But yeah, Kris, what do you think about Daddario?
Oh, she's great. I almost put her on here, but then I put in Monica as my number 3. That Alexandra Daddario is who my husband wants to be Wonder Woman desperately for so many reasons. He's got such a crush on her.
Yep. I interviewed her quite live, and she's like, she's wonderful. Yeah, so it's like
super sweet. Yeah, I did a table read for a friend's movie with her. She's very, very sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah. So anyway, so that's my number 3. So then we go to Kris. Who's your 3?
Oh, so my 3 was Monica Barbaro.
Oh, your 3 was okay. I thought it was your 4.
Yeah, no, because I'm on 3 now.
3 was Monica. 3 was Monica. Okay, so I was right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. So so we talked about her. Okay, so that was Kris's 3. She gave her thoughts on as far as why and what she thought she would be good. So Winston, who's your 3? Is it Alexandra?
Okay, no. My 3 is Melissa Barria. Barrera. Excuse me. I'm
from Scream.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's an action star.
Don't act bizarre.
At 35, so again, you're doing a decade, great, no big deal. 5'7", but like we saw her in Scream and how like badass she can be, obviously, like taking on that kind of mantle from Naomi Campbell, her and Jenny Ortega. So we know that that's there 100%. I think that the only thing that might cause hesitation, and it shouldn't, is just because obviously the reason she's not on Scream anymore is because of political stuff. If people are still going to think about that one way or the other, then, you're opening up a can of worms. But if we're just talking off of pure talent and ability, I think she gives that same kind of exotic look that you're looking for in Diana. You got the badassery and everything that's there. Great age range. I think she would kill it.
I agree that what will happen is it's going to open up the can of worms. People are going to talk about it regardless. Do I think that's why she shouldn't get hired? No, my personal opinion, I don't think she's a strong enough actress to lead that movie.
I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think she's strong enough. I think she's good in Scream. And I think she, I don't think she's a bad actress. I don't think she's got that star quality to carry an entire movie like that. So I wouldn't put her on my particular list, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I didn't mind her in the Scream movies. I didn't mind her. But yeah, I just it wouldn't be on my list. But Kris, I don't know how you feel about it.
I'm not familiar with her work enough because I don't watch those movies. She's very beautiful. She's a stunning actress. Yeah. But the points that Winston brought up as well, I think is something that would cause a little bit of tumultuous nature in the fandom.
Especially considering that Gal was just one, like that's another connection that's going to go. It's stupid. I don't think that should be the reason why she doesn't. But I also there's a reason why there's actually some tall black actresses that I would want to throw in for Wonder, but I didn't bother because again, I don't care that there's a black Wonder Woman. I put it to bed and was like, I'm not.
Yeah.
So
3. All right. So 3. That was Winston's 3. So then we jump to 2, and I feel like this. Well, maybe if Daddario is going to be number 2 for Winston, then he might not have this person, because I know who his 1 is. Easy Gonzalez is my number 2.
Oh.
So whether it was Baby Driver or Hobbs and Shaw, she's I think is in the same area that I mentioned before, like as your guys' Monica pick. She's right there. She's right there. She just needs that thing. So like she's my number 2. I think she's got that look, a very different look from say Alexandra Daddario. It depends again what we're going for as far as the exotic look of Wonder Woman. And I think she has it if we're going that route, in the same way that my number 1 and I think Winston's number 1 and potentially Chris's number 1 does. That's a look that also that Gal Gadot had, right? Are they going that route? If they are going that route, Gonzalez hits it easy. I think she's a solid actress, and I think that she just needs that kind of star pick. So, Kris, what do you think about Gonzalez as Wonder Woman?
Oh, I think that's a great pick. She's 5'8". She has excellent chemistry with David Cornsweet. They just did a Hugo Boss commercial together. Yeah, right. That is weirdly incredible. Of just wow, these two seem like they just click instantly. And I always feel like she's so much more petite than she actually is. Because again, 5'8", that's a fairly tall person that you can again put lifts on or something and have them take that height up. And again, she's one of those names where you'd go, oh. No, I remember her in that. Oh, yeah, 3 Body Problem was real good. She was good in that. But it won't be that same kind of take you out of this moment by having, an incredibly famous person take on the role where you go, oh, yeah, look at Amy Adams being Lois Lane.
Right. That's true. But Winston, how do you feel about Gonzalez as one of them?
I forgot she existed. I actually would. So what sucks about that is, especially going back to look at her, and immediately I was like, oh my God, yes. Take my whole list. Daddario is number 2. Slide everybody back and knock Anna de Armas off, just from the standpoint of again, I had mentioned my 2 things with Anna were height, and then I think the follow up, like you said, you don't want somebody too famous, and I think Anna she's not like, oh my God, like Angelina Jolie, but she's pretty much on like the lower rung of that like recognizable name. She's in enough stuff type situation where you're gonna go, oh, that's Anna de Armas. You know what I'm saying? So you could feasibly knock her off and slide everybody down a rung, and then she, Isa would be my number 2 now.
Okay.
But based off of what I made before that, it is Alexandra Daddario.
Okay. Yeah, for people who I couldn't agree with you more. Picks on screen would make this better. Agreed. do me a favor next time, if you can come here in the middle of my reaction and put together all those pictures and email Winston and Kris to send a list, and then you can put the pictures on the screen. I would appreciate that so much. I couldn't like I did last time. I got no time. Hell, you know what? Hold on. Let me ask this person who works for me. Can you do that next time? Oh, there's no one there. Hold on. Could you do that for me next time? Oh, Hold on.
No?
I thought the dude was there.
Let me ask the person who can actually do it. Hey, can you do it? No, I'm fucking busy. Oh, sorry.
I thought the dude was with you at some point, and
No.
he just walked up, just looking like an idiot, just like, "What do you want?"
No, I get it. I said it's hilarious. It's hilarious as it was starting. I'm like, damn it, I wish I did the picture. Barely got a chance to eat my apple. So yes, I agree. What I might ask Jonathan to do when he's clipping this out is to actually put the pictures in for the clips channel, but you know, for people who are watching it live, and that's what it is. So.
What's crazy is that it's fall already. It's coming. And I got 2 kids. The back to school rush, it's already here. We're getting the early morning drop-offs, the after school activities, the soccer games, and the last minute supply runs. Don't forget about the extra trips for groceries, gas. The days get busier, and it all adds up. It adds up fast. Get that free Upside app. There's an easy way to earn real cash back every time you fill up your tank, grab a bite to eat, stop on essentials. Whether you're driving across town for the soccer games or picking up snacks for the school lunchbox, Upside helps you keep more in your pocket. In fact, Top Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. $1 billion. The free Upside app, it gets you cash back on daily essentials, whether it's gas, groceries, and dining. And yes, if you're asking, it's real cash back. There's no confusing rewards, points, credits, just money. And you can transfer it straight to your bank account. Next, claim an offer for what you're buying on Upside. Then pay, as usual, with a credit or debit card. Follow the steps in the app, get paid. So I'm using this. I heard about it, especially everything I mentioned with the soccer games, the back to school rush, all that, that's me. And since I learned about this thing, it has been so beneficial. It fits in so easy to my wife's schedule, to my schedule. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you can earn, you got to download the free Upside app. You got to use that promo code Kristian. You get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. An extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Using that promo code Kristian. I love hearing about stuff like this. I'm so happy that I have discovered Upside, and you will be too.
It's hilarious, like because Luke and PLD can't do that either because they don't have the picks. We just so they could have. I mean, Luke does so much.
Luke does a lot. I don't think people know how much
Luke
Luke
does so much. Luke does so much. I'm like,
I'm just learning because I'm stalking Luke now, as we discussed at the top of the show.
He does so much. Like first thing in the morning that I'll get, and he's behind in time with me. So if I'm waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's like whatever. 5:30, 6 o'clock for him. He's up, and he's hey, description's ready for this. You've got this. You got this. I'm not asking Luke to do anymore. And PLD, same thing. PLD manages all. PLD ran the membership stream yesterday because I was shooting. We shot with Ming. We shot the original Tron yesterday. Have you guys seen the original Tron?
No,
actually,
it
not all of it.
It's a very interesting watch.
Hey,
you can tell that the premise is there. It's an interesting watch.
Yeah,
I love when a movie has a plot. That's a neat little
got a plot.
That's what they put on the poster. A plot is here.
No, it's you can tell that they were trying to capitalize on, like, it was 1982 and Star Wars
movie.
Well, Star Wars also was in the height of its powers at that point. It was awaiting Return of the Jedi, and everybody's trying to find that next franchise, and it was ahead of its time in the Tron in a certain way, because it gets computers and all that. You watch it now and you wouldn't even pay attention to it, but AI and computer, all that stuff, and the way that it works out, and the fact that they're building off of it from 82 to 2010 to today, I'm very curious about the new one, because like, what are they going to use from today's technology to play into that? But it didn't age. It looks cool though. It probably look really cool on mushrooms.
I'll
tell you that.
Hey, did you see though in the private chat Luke's dark horse pick? He might be onto something.
No,
that's me.
I don't know how to pronounce this name.
Luke Stark.
It's my pick.
Yeah, it was not Luke. It was Chris.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh Lord, the only person that uses the private chat is Luke. So I just immediately thought it was Luke. I didn't see it. I'm so sorry, Chris.
It is
That's
true.
Okay.
You know what's true about that, and still funny at the same time? It's almost like those movies or anything when, like, when people are having an equal conversation and somebody like raises their hand, like you don't need to raise your hand. You could just say
you could have just said it out loud. So I just like, that must be new.
Yeah.
I was like, in case you need a picture. I was anticipating the needs of the chat.
Right. You already established that I'm not doing that.
It was great because I put it in right when you started saying that.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not showing any pictures. I won't.
I don't know this person. What's her name?
So I believe it's pronounced Joanna Fildio. So she is a Greek actress. She is 5'10". She was the host of the Greek British Bake Off when they did that spinoff series. She's been on an episode of Homeland. So she is a journeyman actor and she looks the part. Her Homeland clips are fantastic. And I just did a little bit of research on her and it seems like there's a lot of potential there. She also went to, I believe it's the National Greek Theater for her acting training and everything. She's been in musicals and we have a wonderful history of musical performers doing really well with action choreography. I feel like that could be a really interesting pick if she could, prove that she has the acting chops for the role, that she can have the fitness and physique for the role.
You're going for the look of it, the look in general.
Yeah, well, and having a Greek Diana, I think would be pretty rad.
That'd be pretty spot on. And then on top of this, I guess she starred in a Greek TV show for 2 years. That's like about two murderer, like assassin. It looks like I don't know. I can't tell exactly what's going on here. So she's clearly done some sort of action stuff in there too.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying my best to take like on my casting director hat and go, who don't we know?
Sure, I don't have enough game tape to say whether or not yes or no. I just haven't. I don't know her. So interesting. I mean, I see the picture. The picture got a good look. And when Jonathan pulls the pictures on the Clips channel, you guys can go over there and revisit it because he's got those kind of skills that I don't. Okay, let's see what the audience thinks in general because we're coming up. That was so we were at 3, really 2. Everybody's, you have my 2, and then I guess, and Kris, your 2 was again?
Oh, the Joanna gal.
That was your dark horse. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so Winston had already kind of maneuvered his 2, so now we're all 1. Are we all in sync with our number 1s? I know you and I are, Winston, and I'm pretty sure that Kris is. But why don't we just let Kris go ahead and say it, and then we'll all go, "Yep, that's who we have." Kris, who do you got?
Adria Arjona.
Arjona, yeah.
Arjona, is that how you say it?
Adria Arjona, yep.
That was HJ. Yeah.
She's my pick by like a long shot. She's like, everyone else that I mentioned, I love, but they're here. She's all the way up there. Yeah. She's all the way up there. And it's like, I don't think that anyone else should be given the role except her.
It's maybe not this year. It's Patrick Mahomes' NFL and then everybody else plays in it. It's Michael Jordan's NBA and then everybody else plays in it. Like that, this is her role to say, I don't want, in my opinion.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, I think that, and I've made this very clear when I say this, and I'll start with this first. Acting wise, we know she can do it. She stole most of Andor. She's got that thing about her that when she's on screen, you just want to watch her. She's got the look, she's got the acting ability, she's got it. She's got the age range. She's, again, height wise, I don't know if she's 5'7" or whatever. Again, she's 5'7". Okay, put the heels on her, put the things on. I don't care. Give her the Tom Cruise shoes. So either way, it doesn't bother me. She'll work well with Corin Sweat, all that. And that's why I said all that stuff. That's the most important stuff. The other thing that she's got going for her, and I think she's still dating Jason Momoa, right? I don't think that has any weight whatsoever as far as why she would get the job, but it certainly means that she'll be at parties and things where she gets a chance to talk to James Gunn and other people. That kind of shit helps. And I'm not just talking about for acting. I'm talking about for jobs in general. Yep. Hey, I'm up for this job. Guess what? CEO of the job's going to be there. We're going to this party. You strike up a conversation. Yeah, this is my, check it out. Okay. Wow. They're really qualified. They're really, really good. And you're in the room with that person when the other person who may be just as qualified doesn't get the opportunity. Does it mean that you shouldn't get it? Of course not. If you've got the skills and you're there though, and you're mingling and it makes
It's-
sense. And he's worked with her already. James Gunn has worked with Adria Arjona. So I think that if you're going to Vegas, you bet on her.
1,000%. I mean, and to answer what you're saying, like, it's not a nepotism thing, it's a networking thing, and it's the case in Hollywood especially, but literally in any field, it is most of the time people say it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And again, as long as you're meeting all of the requirements that are there, I don't think anybody gets upset about that. Like, I've recently decided to start watching Hacks, which is fantastic.
Oh,
It is
so good.
so good. But just like that and Entourage and everything else, we want Vinny Chase to be Aquaman. We got to get in the room with James Cameron right now. We're going to he's at lunch over here, and you just got to start putting the seeds in people's heads like that, and exactly that. You start talking about it. So yes, I agree with you. I think that is one more weapon in our arsenal to potentially get this role if it's something that she's interested in.
Kris, what do you think?
Oh, I think that she is such a rising star right now. Again, this is somebody who most people, I know her in something. I don't think she has that household name, but she fits the bill. We've seen her be a badass. She is a really, really great actor. She's an excellent, excellent performer. We do have a super chat coming later that I saw pop in when I went, oh, dang it, that's a really good pick that maybe could be in contention that we'll talk about later. But I think she would be so wonderful and just honestly a real delight to watch in this role. I think she'd absolutely thrive in it.
Yeah, I've said it pretty publicly. My two picks for I would like to see her as Wonder Woman, Brendan Skinner as Batman, I think, and then David Cornsweet as Superman. The three of them, I think, would just be I think it'd be electric. I think it would be electric, the three of them. So we'll see. What do you guys think in general about our picks? You like them? Not like them? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.